Hi! Hello, 皆さん! おはようございます。こんにちは。こんばんは。To say bonjour, bon après-midi, bonsoir. 今日私新しいものを紹介します。Entre de quelque chose de nouveau. And I hope all people do a small million. Today is another topic of the video. So I hope you cannot just mix up with other videos. Just because I wear the same shoes, okay? Today in the fan page, we talk about the politics. The politics is very, very interesting. When people can form the government or the court that to distribute all the assignment to people to do, the very new and original basic government just form. So if you talk about this, because today the present time, the modern politics is a very, very classic theory in all the knowledge we have to see or study. But if you can take a peek of it and to discover with your very broad heart or your enthusiasm, you will discover the political things is so interesting. Why? Because politics is all about human being and all the people in the country's life. That is very interesting. I have ever in my finance video, I talk about it, that economic and finance is in every person's life, just like every second breathe, just like the water and the air. But the politics is just like another air and water. Can you imagine that? That is very interesting. And people always care about the politics when whatever the job or the school or just your business. The political news is always people care about. So why I talk about this, I just want to arouse your attention, arouse your desiring, and arouse your enthusiasm. In Taiwan, the political affairs is always people like to chase after, especially the presidential election. I don't know other country, but in Taiwan, when the presidential election campaign is coming up, all the Taiwan people, just like the ants on the hot pot, they all passion and with the enthusiasm and all just in a crush, because the candidates are selected out with their very excellent achievement, a political achievement. They just like stars. And the president in the country is a very, very significant position. Although today we don't talk about the empire, we don't have king and queen. The president is just like a simple position. Although the president is not a king or queen, but the president is a very, very important position that he can to allocate so many important policy down to descend down to all his or her government officials to just exert. So when we talk about politics, people always care about one thing. How is our life will going to be? And your policy, if your policy is worth to be followed, and people like to see another stars in the politics can be found. Here is not an adoration for the idol. I talk about is a real star, not an adoration idol. A star that is with respectable and respected feeling, and they have so many apprentices and followers because he or she always do the right thing so definitely, and they just contribute all their life to satisfy all the things to save people's life. The difference from the politics is just the affair concerned about people's life. The content is more complicated. So why the politics is always so absorbing to so many people? Because it's not only include education or the economic situation or financial affairs or technology development or entertainment industrial. Politics cover so giant options of the world, so you cannot just to find one thing is just alienated from the politics. It's very, very difficult. So before we will start to talk about politics, we can just think about one thing. Because the politics is so colorful and complicated, so every politician must be a very good, simply character to all the people. So the political character is very easy to be noticed. And then they have to do something right, and to be memorized in people's heart. Sometimes I will say that a politician can do one thing to be a very good and important person. Just every time you can have a timing showing and offering your policy to people. You have always contribute your earnest heart. And sometimes you have to be very satisfied all the people. and you have not only solved people's problems, but also to show your giant love. That is very important because you are a politician. So just like the President Obama, President Clinton, President Trump, President Joe Biden, these politicians are like the superstar. They do things right, but they also have a very giant love heart. So politicians have to have such duty and calling to be people's star, because politics is so important to everyone. Okay, this is today's beginning, and we will introduce you the basic concept of the politics, the searching topic and the coverage. About the 1950 to the 1907, the politics in the Western world is very quarrelsome. All the scholars have their own theory, and these theories are in the conflict. The scholarship own and accentuate insistently their own theory. They don't want to make concession to anyone. So that is a little bit chaotic when that time. But after 1970, the theory of the politics gradually has a certain form. So people just to make all the theory has their own space to declare. So till now we can see the politic theory, the searching topic and coverage has the basic 4 items. The first item is the scholars who advocate the traditional school. They feel the politics is just all the institution and the constitution of the country, and all the system about the government. They are very old theory. They like to talk about and discuss just to research some knowledge in the theory that to support the traditional concept that is all around the government, all around the constitution and the institution. So they call these people, these scholars, belong to the traditional school. And the second one is a little bit special. The second one, these scholars support and advocate the politics must accentuate and all around the world to be the central meaning. What is that? That is called power and authority. They feel when we talk about politics, it's all around the power and authority. when we talk about the political affairs, just the allocation that the power will be distributed or the power is be sized. So that is a procedure that people just use the power and authority in the political industrial. So the second part, the scholars like to discuss and research how to use the power and authority, and who can be the best and the most strong power side, and who will be the wretched one who lost the power. The power's direction and where they go is the topic these scholars like to research, is the power. Okay, the third is very, very amiable, I think. The scholars think the politics researching should make something be the center. What is the thing? The thing is the values producing and the allocation in a society. So that is very, very amiable. People like that because they just talk about in a society, the value has some product, some producing and the allocation. So what are we going to do in the politics is that how we to research and to discuss the very perfect arrangement and the allocation that we to use this producing and allocation from the society's value. So people like that. They are very reasonable and logical. So that the school is a later one. If you compare with the traditional school, the school is a later one. People like that. And then the final one, the fourth part, they think the politics has been the politics. They don't like the traditional one. They don't like the politics only discuss the government, institution, constitution, and all the very stubborn government affairs, and they don't like to talk about the power and authority. Although the amiable meaning like to discuss and research the value of the society's producing and the allocation, but they just want to leave out from this theory. They just advocate that the politics have to be politics. Their theory is that politics include and contain so many complicated elements. So when the government runs, the politics is running. So what are we going to discuss is all the government's assignments and all the officials in the government, even the media, which is concerned with politics, is all under their researching. They want politics to be politics. They don't like to research what is the traditional, what is the power, what is the society value and allocation. They just want people to know one thing is very seriously. Please, let politics to be politics. We have to discuss this. So many stuff and affairs waiting for handling on. So we cannot just let all the things into theory. That is very urgent. And you have to see it very, very esteemed. Let politics to be politics. And that is very, very realistic. You can see that in the school, they like to discuss politics and all the situation in every country, how their government work. The politics in every country is different. So this school like to discuss politics to be politics. Okay, this is today's video. Very happy I can just bring something about the politics to you all. That is very interesting. Before I made an ending, I hope people can just give me some space, and I just want to decorate my fan page. So even the politics very absorbing, but for now I don't have any plan. In the future I will to do something political affairs, but if one day I can have the opportunity, I think I will be very, very pleasure and grateful, and welcome all the political commentators or politicians to I can say that I just want to just share a time that we can just have a very good chatting and to change our opinion and do something interaction and make the things into a very wonderful direction and seek for people's welfare. And that is very important when we just find a way to make the political industrial more and more richer or more and more prosperous. That make all the political industrial and all the world of politics can be more and more unbelievable. That is very, very fantastic. Can you imagine that? If one day, just your country, you can just imagine it. Just imagine it a little bit. If your country, your country's politics is very, very perfect and healthy. You can imagine that in your country, everyone's life is very, very healthy and prosperous. So discuss politics is always a very good topic. So welcome everybody coming with us. That is very fantastic. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.